Winry and Alphaeus. This is Nanny Suzanny, and I thought I would start our bedtime reading again. It's been so long. I think the last time I did it, it was like in the summertime. And remember, it was before Nanny went out to see you because the whole month she was there, she read bedtime stories. Then when she got back, well, it got busy and you guys were very busy. So when I was doing it in the summer, remember, I was like, oh, I'm so hot. Well, now I'm saying, oh, it's so cold. And today it's really raining hard out there and it's windy, windy, windy. So I got up this morning and I looked out and my 3 chairs that I have on my front porch, 2 of them were in the flower garden. One was flown way behind the car. So out goes Nanny in her pajamas and she goes to get the chairs and she puts them on the porch. And then the next time I look out, 2 chairs back in the flower garden. Out I go get the chairs, I put them back, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to pack them, one on top of the other. They'll be heavy and they'll stay there. So I go in the house and do stuff. After a while, I look out, the 3 chairs, boom, in the garden, piled together, but flumped over in the garden. So then I put them back on the deck and I laid them down, and they haven't moved since, but it's so windy. If it was really, really, really cold out there, this would be snow. And if it was snow, it would be quite the snowstorm. So I'm excited that we FaceTimed the other day. Do you like my Christmas decorations? Oh, it's the only ones I have so far. Nanny changes her whole house when it's Christmas time. Well, she might do it this Saturday or sometime next week and take apart her house and decorate. Try not to go too crazy, but decorate. I have to go get the tree with Uncle Michael and chop down the tree in the forest with Hunter. And then we bring the tree and Nanny will decorate it. But I saw your Christmas tree. Oh, it's so beautiful, white and all these blue decorations. And thank you, Winry, for showing me the 5 stockings and telling me who they belong to. And it's just so Christmassy at your house. It's so much fun. And so Nanny looks forward to seeing her house decorated like that too. So, speaking of Christmas, guess what Nanny got in the mail? Nanny got this from you. So sweet. And then you did one for Grampy. Oh, thank you so much for thinking of us and doing this, sweetheart. You're just so thoughtful and we just really appreciate it. It's the best Christmas gift. Apart from having you guys here, this is the best Christmas gift. And thank you so much. Nanny's going to hold on to this. When you get married someday, I'll go, remember this? And I'll be able to give it to you, just like I did with Mommy. If you go in Alphaeus' room, well, same room as you, and you see the A that Mommy did for Abigail, and then she did all these polka dots, and it's in a frame. She did that when she was just a little girl like you. So, all right. So, I thought we would do our bedtime reading, and we'd start a new book, and it's called Little Kid's First Big Book about space. Oh, the grandeur of space and all that's in the sky. And do you know, there was a time space did not exist. And God looked out and he said, and he spoke everything into existence. He spoke the space, he spoke the stars, he spoke the planets, he spoke the galaxies, he spoke the earth and everything in it. Just by speaking it, it got created. Isn't that amazing? What a mighty God we serve. So, we're going to start with, oh my gosh, a lot of introductions. Our solar system. Look at that. Isn't that phenomenal? So here we go. So our solar system, it says notes. Distances between planets are not on scale. You know what that means? It means that Jupiter here is not only this far apart from Saturn. It's like millions of miles away. but for the sake of this book, they put it all close together to show you where they're positioned in our solar system. It says here, the sun is in the center of Earth's solar system. There's the sun. And it says the book begins with this important star, the sun. This artwork shows the size of the sun compared to the 8 big planets and 5 dwarf planets, which means smaller, like Nanny, dwarf, and several moons that you will read about in chapter 1 and 2 and 3. The locations of the asteroid belt and the Kuiper belt are also shown. Refer back to this artwork as you read about each topic. So we'd refer back. So we're going to go here. Chapter 1, looking up from Earth. Look how beautiful that is. So from Earth, we see the moon and the sun. This blast, it says, from the surface of the sun is called a solar flare. Fire gets blasted from the sun. So, information about the sun. The sun is a star. It is the closest star to Earth, and yet it's so very far away, but it's the closest star to Earth. So when you look up at night, you see all of those little stars. Well, the sun is actually closer than all of those. The planet which we live on, called Earth, well, the sun, when we are on the Earth, it's very hot. Its warmth and light keep plants and animals on Earth alive, including you, Winry, including you, Alphys, including you, Monty, and including Nanny, and everybody else. The sun, planets, and moons are different kinds of space rocks and are all part of our solar system. Can you say that? Solar system. The sun is at the center of this solar system. The sun is about 93 million miles away from the Earth, and it's the closest star. 93 million. That's 93 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros after that. That's a lot of miles. If you could drive to the sun in a car, it would take you more than 170 years to get there. So if Nanny got in a car and started driving to the sun, it would take 170 years. How old would Nanny look? Oh my goodness. How old? She'd have no hair left. And whatever hair she'd have, no, I'd probably have hair. You know me. But it'd be all gray and crinkly, and I'd have so many wrinkles, you wouldn't even be able to see my eyes. I'd have so many wrinkles, and my hands would be dragging on the ground because they're so old, and my feet just flip-flop as I walk along because I'm so old. I need you guys to help me walk. But you'd be so old because you'd be like 150 some odd years old or 40 some odd years old. You'd be old. You'd all be very old. So how about let's stay on the Earth? And let's just know that it would take 170 years to get to the sun. All right, let's do these pages and then we'll be done. Earth travels around the sun in a big circle called an orbit. It takes a whole year for Earth to travel all the way around the sun. A year on Earth is the time it takes Earth to orbit the sun. See? That's an orbit. It's going in that direction. How many times have you been all the way around the sun? Well, if it's a year And Winry, how old are you? And Alphaeus, how old are you? And Monty, well, Monty hasn't even been around the earth once because it takes a whole year. And Nanny, well, she's been around 56 times. That's a lot. 8 big planets orbit the sun, including Earth. So there's the sun. There's the tiny, tiny Earth next to the big, big, big sun. And it says the sun is humongous. It actually says huge, but humongous is even bigger than huge. More than 1 million Earths could fit inside it. That's how great our God is. Isn't that amazing? Like, Earth is big. Earth is very big, because you know why? Because astronauts will go up in the Earth, in spaceship, and they'll look down at Earth and go, "Wow, look how big Earth is." And it's tiny, 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 tiny compared to the sun. How could God create such a huge star that's so much bigger than Earth? And Earth is already really big. That's an amazing God. We cannot even begin to understand his imagination and his thoughts and his intelligence. No man can understand that. I wanted to show you a picture. So the last time we FaceTime, I think it was the last time or the time before that, it was earlier last week because Nanny got her haircut. Well, we were FaceTiming and Monty was on the camera and he smiled at Nanny and he was doing this and Nanny went like this. So look, you see him, and look at Nanny up in the corner. Isn't that wonderful? So see, we're far, far away, but on here it's like Monty, where are we? Monty and Nanny are very close together. I'm so glad I have FaceTime. Get to see you guys and interact and make you laugh and you make me laugh, and so much fun. Because when Mommy was a little girl, there was no FaceTime. And you know that Nanny's parents live far away in Montreal. You've been there. And they couldn't see Abigail. They couldn't see Mama and Uncle Michael unless Nanny got in a car and drove all day to Montreal so they could see them. Now we get to do it like this because you live so far away. It takes 5 full days to drive to your place. Excuse me. Nanny has a dry throat today. All right. So that's about it. I think I'm going to stop there because we're at 13 minutes. And so I'm excited that you're doing Advent, and I saw the candles you opened up, and Nanny wrapped a gift for you, Alphaeus, and a gift for you, Winry. Just a little gift, but a fun gift. I'm going to put it in the mail tomorrow. You should get it in time for when you finish your Advent and you celebrate Jesus' birthday. So it'll be a gift from Jesus. And so it's exciting. I can't wait to find out more about what you're doing every day with Advent, and all the fun things that you're doing and all the new things that you're learning. And you know that the Jewish children who live in Israel and the Jewish children that live all over the world, what they're doing, you're doing Advent, they're doing Hanukkah. So next week, there's 7 or 8 days that they light little candles. And Nanny has a menorah. And we're going to light a candle when I do bedtime reading. So we'll do that together. Isn't that fun? Okay, 14 minutes. I got to say bye. So, kisses for Winry, kisses for Alphaeus, kisses for Monty, and know that Nanny and Grampy and Opa and Mimir and Uncle Michael and Nana, that we love you so very much, and we hope you're doing lots of fun things, and then you get to play outside with your friends, and hope you enjoy this bedtime reading, because it's been such a long time, and I was excited about doing this today, and I hope to do it every night, hopefully. I don't get too busy, because Nanny's been so busy with her retirement. Oh my goodness, what did I do when I worked? All right, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.